Exclamation, everybody, and welcome back to Crashlands. As always, I have been very busy doing things off camera, as it's probably presently clear to see by some of the changes I've made here. So I got a lot of ground to cover. I'll try to cover it as quickly and succinctly as I can. We are in the latest patch, which is the quality of life patch that they've put out. And one of the main things that has done, which is a very, very good improvement, is in the map here. As you can see, the map is a lot more responsive to general scrolling and all that stuff. And also, we can see icons for various things. There's you can see your pets. You can toggle that on and off. You can see your signs, toggle that on and off. You can see your quest givers. Quest givers? Quest givers! Yes, they show on and off their faces. If they have quests for you, their face will have the little speech bubble next to it with the 3 dots in it that you see when you walk up to them to know that there's a quest or a continuation of a quest there. So that's good. You don't have to go looking around for stuff. You can just see right away where they are and who's ready for you. So you can do that. Although I do have to say you do have to toggle this off quite a bit because you'll see that. In fact, I'm going to toggle it off now because their faces, like if they're standing around the rifts here, their faces will cover up the rift, so it's hard to actually click on it to warp to it. As you can see, I don't automatically warp to it now. It actually asks me if I want to go there. This also toggles your teleporters on and off, so you can see the other things a little bit easier. And this is the various in-game signposts that are up there. So there you go. And also the waypoint system and everything's still there as before. And I have been in an expansion mode here. I have decided to try to clean up. I've run out of room in my initial house here to have the all the various contraptions around, so I decided to move them out and clear out some space here and have some little huts around here. So I've taken some of the machines. I tried to get the ones that were relatively close together that I built together in one spot, but you know, I have them spread out a bit here, as you can see. And I took some of the furniture that I had over my furniture store there, and I moved them over here to try to spread the love a little bit. That means I cleaned this area up quite a bit. We have just the machines really that we're working with the most, except for these. I do need to get them a little place to live right now. Up here, I have moved the potted plants out. You'll see those in a minute, and you'll see why I did in a minute. And I have expanded my pet area so that now it's much easier for me to click on pets as I need to do what's necessary without getting too much of a having to fight with it. So we've got that going for us. I have a bunch of upgrades for the pets, so we'll get to that in a minute. Another little area here with some of my other furniture and things going on, and we're getting close to the farms. That's why you can hear that going off right now. But over here is the location of the graveyard that I had before. One of the new things in this patch is every 20 gravestones you can convert to one of these monuments. It's called the Monument of Tenacity, and that's what I've done. So each one of these monuments denotes 20 deaths. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, and then 2. So 162 deaths thus far for me. Yep, that's how bad I am at the game. So I've made this out so it looks a little bit nicer here. And we have more room for more deaths that will inevitably come. And then over here, we've got the farmlands. As you can see, I'm still trying to flesh out some of the dirt here, some of the dirt lands, getting more seeds and whatnot for those. So trying to get that fleshed out. I need 4 more for here too. And I've put some lighting down. A lot of this lighting I've actually stolen from the world. I found a few more areas as I was walking around the place that I could actually steal the lights from. So I stole a lot of Hugo's lamps. So I've got those around. I moved the Flower of Marla over here. I've made these lights. These are new lights from the tundra. We've got all the bog area, the bog dirt, fertile dirt there. I have another area for some more if I can get it. It's hard to... I have enough dirt to start filling out this area. I just don't have enough of the, whatchamacallit, that the Jolly Chomps give you. The little yellow things that they give you. That's what I need the most. That's the second recipe for that. Let's, while we're here, get 2 more Jolly Chomps down, and we'll get a couple spur seeds in there. Why not? I have a bunch of those. So that will be doing its thing. I've got the ice area here, so we've got a bunch of these stompers as well as the other things up here. I got a little geyser going, although that takes 2 hours to refresh, so I don't want to put too many of those over there because I don't want that land to be unclaimable. And over here is where I have moved the pots, and you're probably noticing these little statues in the middle here. So if I come down, let's go down to these 2 down here. These are pot slappers. So if I hit them, bam, they slapped all the pots in the area around them, and I got all the resources from that. And the same up here, kabam, there we go. So that's a nice, because as it stands right now in the game, you have what are called harvest bombs, which you can throw on these things, and it won't hurt you or any of your pets, but it'll harvest all the resources here. But there wasn't anything similar for potted stuff. You had to go around and slap all the pots yourself, as I tended to do on camera. So now we've got this pot slapper that will do it for us. I'm going to take this too because I need seeds and stuff to flesh out the other area, make it look a little bit nicer. But in addition to that, we don't just have pot slappers, we have pot slapper slappers, like this, which helps do all the different pot slappers at once. This takes a more advanced building machine than these do, so that's why there's 2 of them there, and it's balanced enough for what it needs. I also found another gnome when I was out looking around the tundra, so I've taken both my gnomes and put them over here just for the sake of argument, and this pot will help me out greatly doing that, as you can see. There we go. There's some overlap, so I do have to. I could move this up 1, and that would help out a bit. But anyway, that's where we're at with that stuff. That's especially useful now because of these. All these things are stuff that your pets usually eat, and I have a very hungry pet that has a hunger for the tundra stuff. So it's good to be able to just have that at your fingertips when you need it. So that brings you up to speed with those things. I have various different lights along the way here. Expanding the area, as I said before. Now we've got some pets that can get embiggened, so let's do that. Is it this guy? Yep, there's one of them. There we go. Our tendril guy. not tendrum or whatever they are. Yeah, this guy, whatever he is, sequel exception, he is now at his final form. This guy needs some shades. We don't have that yet. This guy is in his final form. This guy's in his final form. This guy, I think, is also in his final form. And IO exception is finalized. Instruction pointer, though, needs a car, which I just got just before I started recording. I just got the recipe for that, so we'll be doing that as soon as I get the resources for it, which is a little bit more difficult to do. This guy needs 1 more upgrade, and I happen to have it. It's a mining hat. So let's do that. And there we go. 1 more pet hits his growth potential right there. And I do believe that we have an upgrade for, not that guy. I don't think I have the thing for the whistle yet. I don't have the recipe for that either. Oh, I did get build failure here. He's a new guy. I just breeded him just a few hours ago. So he's ready. He's our next pet that I found. I think file handle here has something. Yep, it does. So this should be his second form. And there we go. All the upgrades are ahead whenever we can. So what else does he need for next one? He needs a kazoo for his next form. He's maxed out. I think this guy's maxed out. Yep. He is not maxed out yet, but I don't think I have the recipe for that. And then this guy needs the whistle, as we said before, and this guy needs that bracelet thing, which I don't have. But other than that, everything else is maxed, I believe, except for this guy. Yeah, he needs that car thing. Alright, so that's good. We've got all that working out for us. Over here, very quickly, we still have the remains of Carta here. I accidentally made another one of these things, so I put that out here because I thought I didn't have a stuffed shirk, but I did. But I did not have a stuffed this this gray-me thing. So I made that, so you can see that is added to our collection. I'm probably going to actually redo this whole thing and move some of these around the area, because I'm going to turn this whole place into like my fortress, my castle. I'm going to put walls up all around the area, and then I can repurpose this for another like building materials area. So I'm going to do that probably. I'll probably move those things around. And these golden statues that we've gotten from killing things, I think I'll put in my main house and try to flesh that out a little bit. Down here, as you saw earlier, I've moved several things out of here and into various other areas. I'm going to spread the love around is what I want to do, and also want to get this fleshed out one more layer here and start putting some walls up around this place. Hopefully, by the time we reach the end of the game, I'll have a fully armed and operational Fortress of Solitude here with all my pets and everything else. That brings you up to speed. Down here, it's just you know, basically just fleshing out the area, just keeping it empty. I might actually put something down here. I'm not entirely sure just yet, but that's where we're at. So without further ado, let's come on over here. This is a new workshop that I've just created. It's called the Tumbler. And it has allowed me, it's where I got the car thing to do, but it allowed me to make the level, what is this, level 29 weapons and armor. So let us collect these and see what we get for our troubles. Carbelm of Toasting. Okay, well, more health is always good. And another white one, huh? I'm not really getting the good drops. Sloots of Thunder Thighs. So the health does go up, at least on that. And got a blue one here. Satisfying Gloves of Transfusions. Take that. And, ooh, we got a purple. Nice. Excellent Celeste of Thunder Thighs. Gets us a burn chance, a turbo chance, a poison resist, and some good health. So I'll take that. And then our axe, which is a green one. Acceptable Carblax of the Quadrupus. Okay, and that gives me 2 attacks per second, which is just half attack less than what I've got, but more damage, a lot more damage, and crit and burn chances. Cool. Berserk chance stays the same. That's good. That is very, very good on all those fronts. So, oh, and here you can see the Pot Slapper Beamer, or as I like to call it, the Pot Slapper Slapper. so that's that, and this is the slurb incubator that I incubate a slurb from. We've got a bunch of recipes still not discovered yet. I want to, if I come back here, we have the slurifier. I've got 17 more things that I can make in here. This is why I needed all those pots with those things in it, those green flowers in it, because I'm going through them like crazy here. But we're getting, I'll let that go do its thing for a little bit. I think we've gotten everything in here pretty much. Oh, we got 2 more recipes that we haven't found yet. And then we've got the shirk egg, which I think I've already done, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think I already did that one. So we need the next upgrade for our shirk. Here is the one I've been tracking, the Tripoon. That's we just did that one. I should find something else to track. Here's the Tumbler, Laser Leash. This is the Gaze Catcher, which I've already equipped on the thing that requires it. I think I did, didn't I? I wonder if I did that, because I feel like I only did 2 upgrades here. Was that, that was this guy, right? He took the gaze catcher, I think. Oh, don't do that. So yeah, I think we're all up to date with them. all those shots are up to date. And I don't have enough resources for anything in there right now. Yeah, so I think we've got pretty much everything. I don't know what these other 2 recipes are yet. But we do have a bunch of quests that need to be turned in. And I will grab all these things, because they are all useful for various equipments. Let's make it daytime first before we go back over there. Because I don't feel like doing it at nighttime, honestly. So I'm gonna head on over to the tundra, and then I will return with you folks. Okay, we're back in the tundra, and here's our current status as far as things go. Let me turn these guys back on so you can see. We got a guy right here who wants to talk to us. We got a guy up there to Fallen Star that wants to talk to us. I accidentally walked into the Alpha Shard area while I was going around trying to collect resources off camera, and that triggered the next part of that quest, which basically the Alpha Shard has been taken. It's been stolen. The place is a wreck over there, is a mess, and now there's a distress signal, a distress thumping coming from the beta shard, so I need to get down to that to see what's going on there. Also, the guy over at Persuader's Point wants to talk to me. We've got this Poteti Den to take care of, and a few other things, but I do have a few quests to turn in as you saw. So let's talk to this guy. Finless! Grandmammy brought word of an old waystone that could reach from the savannah to the tundra. Oh, thank freaking God, instead of jumping through all this stuff. We had hints of it, but didn't know where it might be till Wiki and I cross-referenced a few old songs. We think we know where it is, but it's a good way out, and Sheikah will want to set up a pod guard for it. Sounds fair after all that's happened. We'll need some supplies before we send to Podling. Why don't you bring me 5 slurricanes and 5 potted parapods? That ought to be enough to get the pod guard set up. Then meet me back here at the Creepstone. Alright, so what is the other thing? Slurricane, okay. So I have to make 5 of those, and I have to make 5 of the potted plants, which is fine. I can do that. We just need a lot of these thumpers for that. That's the only resource that I'm really low on, is the little thumper guys, which are, let me tell you, a pain in the neck to harvest. Because when they're in large quantities, they tend to all go off at different moments. But anyway, so that's good. That'll save me all that freaking teleporting through the bog to get here. I was hoping that they would have something that would allow me to just go right back to the savannah, so I can have my sanity can stay intact. In the meantime, so we've talked to him, and did it actually show up on the map somewhere? No, I guess I have to bring it to him first before he'll show me where. And somebody else over here wanted to talk to me, wasn't there? There's somebody over here. I thought maybe I was seeing that wrong. Yeah, no, somebody at Fallen Star wanted to talk to me, right? Let me warp there. Maybe they all had the same thing to say. That might have been it. That might have been a thing. Oh, you know what? It's the same guy. That's what it is. It was the same guy who had the same thing to say. That's okay. That was confusing me for a minute. So we can head on over to Persuader's Point, at least get as close as we can, and talk to this guy. Hopefully we can persuade the guy at Persuader's Point to let our people be. So we'll get a little bit across this river and see what I can see. Now, where do we gotta go? We're gonna go up into the left. Little cutting through. Yeah. I'll collect some of these along the way, because I will need them. Yeah, this guy wants a piece of me, but you're not gonna get it. I've killed many of your kind. You're lucky. Consider yourself lucky that I have not shown ear against you. Let's take this too. We can still use plenty of these little things. Oh, this is where I need to be. Alright, let's do another D real quick. Just get over here. A lot faster than trying to maneuver around. Alright, here's your squetty. Chomp them down before we get tired of this deal making. Mmm, delicious. Ah. So about our friends here, let them go? You have convinced me that this quadrupus is as good as he says. He can go, but I still don't trust this Brubus. You should have left me behind, Macalac. I told you trouble would follow a Thresher. Hush! If trouble and Flux follow us, we'll just be fine. Alright, let Macalac go. What'll it take for the Brubus? I'm thinking some of those delightful coral dusters would make a fitting post-meal. Bring me 20 of those, and I'll consider your Thresher friend good to go. Now I've got to get to headquarters. Boom, I'll see you there soon. Trust Flux. We'll be back shortly. Alright, I'm surprised I don't have 20 of these already. 20 of those Carl Crashers or whatever they are. Carl Dusters. Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised I don't. I'm surprised I don't have those. Oh, do I get them? I assume that they come from the fishing hole. Let's just see real fast. Yeah. Oh, I have 18 of them. Really? Really? Alright, let me see if I can get the 20 that he wants. Alright, well, that fishing hole gave me the 20 that I needed, so... Here's your coral dusters. Now give us oon. You've fed me, and in turn I've fed some of my podlings and told them that Oon here was the one who did the fishing. You did what? You did me a favor? Polari don't do favors, Brubus. It was only right. Making your way in a tundra will be hard, and this finless here. It's Flux. Well, I've not seen a finless be so honor-bound before. If she and that quadrupus are willing to run about for you, well, you're good. Thank you, Baboom. Oon, head to headquarters. We'll meet you there. Alright, cool. Can I steal this? No. I'm trying to steal all the things. Can I steal these? No. Nope. Sometimes you can steal things, sometimes you can't. I'm just trying to see what my boundaries are, as it were. Alright, so we've taken care of that, so probably have to head back to headquarters at some point here. Yep, that's exactly what we gotta do. So hopefully they can flesh out headquarters now. Let's turn this off so I can get to the telepad. And let's see what they have to say for themselves. Have they built... Ooh, looks like they built it out a little bit. Very nice. Very, very nice. Looks like everyone's here. Where's Grandmammy? Between all our missions, we haven't gotten to let her know to come down yet. Why don't you go by the Creepstone Guard and tell her we're all ready? Okay, I will. And then you? Flux, you made it back. I whipped something up to thank you while you were fishing with Oon. It's not much, but it might give you a good edge in a fight. Okay, I'll take it. Elixir of Resilience. Sweet. And you? Oh, Flux! What's crackin', Flack? Find anything explosive out there, out in these frozen wilds? Many a thing. So many things I'm having a hard time choosing. In fact, it seems the tundra is more volatile than the bog. So what are you working on exploding these days? I've actually had a thought about all this explosion business. What if I've been looking at the problem all wrong? What do you mean? I've been trying to figure out what the best exploding agents would be, but in doing so I think I've stumbled on a deeper question. Rather than tell you, I want you to take these shrapnel bombs and use them on the sharks that are harassing one of our agents to the east. Pay careful attention to what happens when you use them. Are we going to make them love us? Are you getting into love potions? Is that what you're doing? Love bombs? Or is it hilarity bombs? Flux, I would ask a favor of you. What's up, Oon? I believe I've been followed here to the tundra. By who? I thought no one cared about threshers. The Brubus do not care for threshers. The bog, she cares very much about them. Just not in a good way. Wait, you think the bog somehow followed you here? You have seen the entry to the tundra. A small tendril of the bog mother resides there. And it seems she sent a thing or two here to remove me. I need you to take out the growths I've found. I'm sure the Polari would not be happy about this either. Sure, where are they? The first is southwest of here. I spotted it as Macalac and I stumbled about the wilds, and hid it as best as I could. Get there and pave it over with some smash blossom floors. They seem to have a natural toxicity to the bog. So I gotta make some flooring. Okay, well, we'll do that. We will do that. Let's see. We're also close to the den there that I want to be. And Flex Wrangler. Okay, and a few other things to look at. The beta shard down there. Let's go to this Poteti bit den, since I seem to be. I have some upgrades under my belt, so it would be nice to try to get through some of that. So let me do that right now, and hopefully by the time I get there, it'll be the nighttime will be over. But I probably not that lucky, especially since I just found some wings, which will help me get there even faster. So yeah, let me do that, and I will return.